Hello, folks, and welcome back to World of Warcraft. And no, I didn't join a guild. Today was a shit show. Did get some auctions done, as you would have seen. Ooh, you're right back down. Also did some leveling with my blacksmithing. These sold. I just sold them to get rid of them because I didn't know when they would actually, the pricing would go down on them. A few were reasonably priced, but it was only a few. So many were grotesquely undercut, loss leading. So I was just like, just sell them, get rid of them. I need the space more than that, and I'm looking to recoup any costs for stuff I made to level. Stuff I made to level is kind of a write-off. So, like, I made a slight profit on these, but that's more luck, really. Nope, nothing. Alright, what's my inventory looking like? This is reasonable. Paladin. I think I'm gonna head to Duskwood.
Greetings. For the Alliance.
Wonder when I could solo Dead Mines. $26 is its cap. Or is the like last recommended level. Would 36 be enough? That might be far enough. Never did train up mining. Annoying. Sort of that PC fan of mine is sounding different and concerning. I temporarily put my PC into sleep mode earlier, and it immediately flared back on. I put it back into sleep again, and now the fan's sounding weird. I could actually start that. But I don't see a point.
What can I do for you?
I can go to most of the places, so no point to me, you know? It doesn't sound too bad. Thought I could hear like the fan wobbling or something. But Oregon in the woods. Darkness seems drawn inexorably. Oh, someone just did Stitch's quest. Keeping I see another moth in here. I had to deal with another moth earlier attacking me. I was lying on the bed here, and I just looked up and saw it floating above my head. I panicked, I got up, and I sent it flying away. Then suddenly it was back by my side. I'm not sure if there isn't a second one, but I at least killed one of them. Darkness seems drawn inexorably to Duskwood. Master Caravan's quest is the expulsion of evil and heresy. Though, sorry. Through our efforts are the people of Darkshire kept safe. You believe yourself worthy to join us? I once thought as you, disillusioned by the complacency of the watch. I joined Master Caravan. If you wish to prove yourself, it will not be true words. Test your skills against the Nightbane Shadow Weaver Worgen in Brightwood Grove. Bright, and the Rotting Orchard. The complacency of the watch. How quick are you? Like, isn't the watch recently formed? How quick are you to complain about that?
Go with honor, friend.
Need help?
Jesus. It's dark times that have come, Paladin. All too soon will we lose everything. When the light will forsake all but those who truly walk under the light.
Be careful.
Something's amiss near Ravenhill, Gorik. Cawor swears that someone or something is haunting the buildings there. Two nights running he's noticed shadows moving. And the third before that, he says he saw light in one of the windows. If, as you say, you care about safety to Duskwood, find out what monster haunts Ravenhill.
Farewell. Safe travel.
There was an old man who used to come into town to buy supplies rather frequently, but I haven't seen him for quite some time now. Lives out in a shack overlooking Ravenhill Cemetery, if I remember correctly. Perhaps you should go see if something's amiss.
Go with honor, friend.
Do you know Sven? Now, there's a man who does the work of the light. He and his followers keep a camp at the northwestern edge of Duskwood. Fortunately, because there's so few, they can't even spare a man to fetch supplies from town. We'll deliver these supplies to him.
Light bless you.
There is a bit of a good thing to trying to kill Stitches. You get a unique drop that only comes from Stitches. First time I've seen a Hardy this time. In this, like, run. Of course, I'm in no position to kill Stitches. Fighting Stitches is a elite quest requiring you to be like level 30. I sold my potions. I shouldn't have done that. I've got one of these. I suppose it's better down here than anywhere else. Wait, are they really charging that little for him? Anyway, let's head back. It's not modern WoW. In modern WoW, you could throw your hat into a ring of anyone's fight and see some reward, but you can't here.
can I help you?
As commander of the Night Watch, it is my sworn duty to protect the citizens of Darkshire. Stormwind has retracted their commissioned guards from their posts here, leaving us to our own devices. Feel worthy of the task, we need your help. Assist the Night Watch by venturing into Tranquil Gardens, just south of Darkshire, slaying 8 skeleton warriors and 6 skeletal mages. The undead threat must be
careful.
thwarted.
Need help?
Seasoned wolf kebabs are a house favorite. Sure, I can make some, but first I'll need supplies. Bring me 10 lean wolf flanks, as well as some Stormwind seasoning herbs. So many wolves here in the forest, I'm sure if the flanks will be no problem. For the herbs, seek Felicia Gump in her Canal District flower shop in Stormwind. And you do indeed need the Stormwind seasoning herbs.
Be careful. Hey there. Have a good one.
Ooh, here it is. Here's another book. Mount Hydro and Ilden's Gift. The few night elves that survived the horrific explosion rallied together on crudely made rafts and slowly made their way to the only landmass in sight. Somehow, by the grace of Elune, Malfurion, Tyrande, and Cineris had survived the Great Sundering. The weary heroes agreed to lead their fellow survivors and establish a new home for their people. As they journeyed in silence, they surveyed the wreckage of their world and realized that their passions had wrought the destruction all around them. Though Sir Garrus and his legion had been ripped from the world by the well's destruction, Malfurion and his companions were left to ponder the terrible cost of victory. There were many highborn who did survive the cataclysm unscathed. They made their way to the shores of the new land along with the other night elves. Though Malfurion mistrusted the highborn's motivations, he was satisfied that they could no longer cause real mischief without the well's energies. As the weary mass of night elves landed upon the shores of the new land, they found that the holy mountain, Hydro, had survived the catastrophe. Seeking to establish a new home for themselves, Malfurion and night elves climbed the slopes. Sorry, that's distracting me. The slopes of Hydro and reached its windswept summit. As they descended into the wooded bowl nestled between the mountain's enormous peaks, they found a small, tranquil lake. To their horror, they found that the lake's waters had been fouled by magic. Ilden, having survived the Sundering as well, reached Hydro's summit long before Malfurion and the Night Elves. In his mad bid to maintain the flows of magic in the world, Ilden had poured his vials, which contained precious waters from the Lake of Eternity, into the mountain lake. The well's potent energies quickly ignited and coalesced into a new well of eternity. The exultant... It's not a word I'm used to saying. Exultant? Exultant? Ilden, believing that the new well was a gift to future generations, was shocked when Malfurion hunted him down. Malfurion explained to his brother that magic was innately chaotic, and that its use would inevitably lead to widespread corruption and strife. Still, Ilden refused to relinquish his magical powers. Knowing full well where Ilden's ruthless schemes would eventually lead, Malfurion decided to deal with his power-crazed brother once and for all. With Cineris' help, Malfurion sealed Ilden within a vast underground barrow prison, where he would remain chained and powerless until the end of time. To ensure his brother's containment, Malfurion empowered the young warden, Maiev Shadowsong, to be Ilden's personal jailer. Concerned that destroying the new well might bring an even greater catastrophe, Night Elves resolved to leave it be. However, Malfurion declared that they would never practice the arts of magic again. Under Cineris' watchful eye, they began to study the ancient arts of druidism that would enable them to heal the ravaged earth and regrow their beloved forest at the base of Mount Hydro. I'm so bothered by that damn word. Exulant? Exultant? I've never heard anyone ever say it.
Good day to you.
Ooh, another book. First time in nearly 3,000 years. Eh,
What can I do for you?
scale of the Human Kingdom series, quite grand.
Light be with you.
As if the neglect for the residents of as if the neglect for the residents of Duskwood was not bad enough. Now the House of Noble spits in the eye of the Darkshire Council with the decision to imprison Dextrin Ward in Stormwind rather than behead the villain, as per Lord Evanlock's sentence. Ward was caught stealing bodies from the cemetery was caught selling bodies from the cemetery to Morbent Fowl, a crime punishable by death, and Stormwind claims Ward as their prisoner. Assassinate Ward in the Stormwind Stockade. Bring me his hand, and I shall reward you. The amount of people that send me to murk someone in jail.
Light bless you.
You know, I kind of do like how Classic will have quests around the place of an NPC that just says like, hey, you know this dude over here? In this other zone in this dungeon? Yeah, fuck him up. Fuck him up. I want you to make a little video of you fucking him in the eye. Thanks. I'll go sleep watching this. You know, I kind of approve of it. It can be a bitch to find all the quests for the dungeons, but the abomination has overrun the Nightwatch camp. Quickly, you must intercept it before it reaches town.
Well met. You need something? King's honor, friend. Light
Oh, they're sending these 4 women out to suicide.
greetings. Need help?
Let's watch. They're all level 20s. That's what I'm saying. Because Patches is a level 30 elite. I just want to see how hard they die. But, I'll go back and do what I was doing in a sec. I think I was reading. Oh yeah, no, I was talking about that quest. Yeah, like previously in Kata now, when you proc stitches. I don't know. When you proc this abomination, it's immediately in town with the necromancer riding on its back. But here it wanders the length of the zone. Anyone can intercept it. It's just a roving level 30 elite on the roads. Well, roving is too strong a word. It's a... Okay, you're fine. But, it's just a slow-moving level 30 elite. That you have to be in a group to take on. It's not something you can handle solo. There we go. I thought I saw movement. Oh, it's a little higher. Stitches. Gift from the embalmer. I'm just too used to Patches, or whatever whatever the Nax version's called. Patchwork. Patches is the Dark Souls NPC. Wait, weren't the 5 chicks here? They're back here. Different crossroads. So yeah, they're 15 levels lower, and he's an elite. So I remember hearing before that if you see an enemy and they're an elite, back in the day, that was like an extra 3 levels. So he's like 6. He's gonna hit like, may as well be level 38. But that's a kind of a rough thing, you know? Maybe worse than simply level 38. Extra abilities, extra anything, you know? The more abilities you have, the stronger you are. But yeah, this guy does actually have a unique drop. An offhand, I think it is. You go, ladies. I'm backing you up. Over here. God, he'd prefer to try and fight me over them. But they're pretty much all dead straight away. Okay, they're dead. It's gaining on me. Oh, it's lost interest. Thank God it has a terrible attention span. Well, let's run back to town because there's nothing we can do. I tried to turn on dead simply to give me time, but yeah, that didn't work. Dude, you might want to go up that path. Well, actually, you're level 39. You're unsupported. He's high enough level, but probably not high enough stats to sell wood.
King's honor, friend. Can I help you? Have a good one.
But yeah, I do like the idea of you being able to go to like different zones and find NPCs that are, you know, everyone's cross-connected. You know, I like that.
You need something?
It isn't enough. Defenders gather in center town. The gather will stand against this undead monster. How then? Anyway, I think this is a new one. The birth of the Lich King. Ner'zhul and his followers entered the Twisting Nether, the ethereal plane that connects all of the worlds scattered throughout the great dark beyond. Unfortunately, Gul'jaden and his demonic minions were waiting for them. Gul'jaden, who had sworn to take revenge on Ner'zhul for his prideful defiance, slowly tore the old shaman's body apart, piece by piece. Gul'jaden kept the shaman's spirit alive and intact, thus leaving Ner'zhul painfully aware of his body's gross dismemberment. Though Ner'zhul pleaded with the demon to release the spirit and grant him death, the demon grimly replied that the blood pact they had made long ago was still binding, that Ner'zhul still had a purpose to serve. The Rogue's failure to conquer the world for the Burning Legion forced Gul'jaden to create a new army to sow chaos throughout the kingdoms of Azeroth. This new army could not be allowed to fall prey to the same petty rivalries and infighting that had plagued the Horde. It would have to be merciless and single-minded in its mission. This time, Gul'jaden could not be afforded to fail. This time, Gul'jaden could not afford to fail. Holding Ner'zhul's spirit helpless in stasis, Gul'jaden gave him one last chance to serve the Legion, or suffer eternal torment. Once again, Ner'zhul recklessly agreed to the demon's pact. Ner'zhul's spirit was placed within a specially crafted block of diamond-hard ice gathered from the far reaches of the Twisting Nether. Encased within the frozen cask, Ner'zhul felt his consciousness expand 10,000-fold. Warped by the demon's chaotic powers, Ner'zhul became a spectral being of unfathomable power. At that moment, the orc known as Ner'zhul was shattered forever, and the Lich King was born. Ner'zhul's loyal Death Knights and Shadowmoon followers were also transformed by the demon's chaotic energies. The wicked spellcasters were ripped apart and remade as skeletal liches. The demons had ensured that even in death Ner'zhul's followers would serve him unquestioningly. When the time was right, Gul'jaden explained the mission for which he had created the Lich King. Ner'zhul was to spread a plague of death and terror across Azeroth that would snuff out human civilization forever. Oh, those who died from the dreaded plague would arise as the undead, and their spirits will be bound to Ner'zhul's iron will forever. Who Jaden promised that if Ner'zhul accomplished his dark mission of scouring humanity from the world, he would be freed from this curse and be granted a new, healthy body to inhabit. Though Ner'zhul was agreeable and seemingly anxious to play his part, Jaden remained skeptical of the Pawn's loyalties. Keeping the Lich King bodiless and trapped within the crystal cask assured his good conduct for the short term, but the demon knew that he would need to keep a watchful eye on him. To this end, Jaden called upon his elite demon guard, the vampiric Dreadwards, to please Ner'zhul and ensure that he accomplished his dread task. Tichondrius, the most powerful and cunning of the Dreadwards, warmed to the challenge. He was fascinated by the plague's severity and the Lich King's unbridled potential for genocide. Hopefully these readings are attracting some degree of attention. I haven't put one out yet. I've kind of fallen behind on my uploads.
Hey there.
That is an improvement.
Safe travels.
Need help?
Now I'm the one who feels rough around the edges. Honestly, I don't think there's anything left I can teach you. But you know who can? Benga's Deep Forge and Iron Forge. Oh, there's a dwarf that knows his steel. Go look him up in the Great Forge of Iron Forge. See if he's up to having a new trainee under him. Creates an arm buckle that can be used by other trade skills.
Safe travels.
There's also an iron thing that's coming up soon that I'll be able to use. Sorry. There's a thing coming up soon that's a iron thing that I can make with my blacksmithing that speeds up your weapon swings, and it's a vital upgrade for paladins. It could be even useful for warriors, I don't know, but it seems like something I could make money selling.
For the Alliance.
Provided people haven't lost lead.
How are you? See you around.
King's honor, friend.
I've sensed you coming for quite some time, Gorek. It was written in the pattern of the stars.
Safe travels.
Last night, a terrible disturbance rippled through my veins. I sensed that my great-granddaughter, Alyssa, was in great danger. Consulted the cards and deck stared up at me from the table. After taking a long journey through a dark trance, I was able to uncover a clue to this terrifying mystery. Name came to me. The name Stalvin. Seek out the clerk in the town hall and see if you can find out more about this character. I fear first hall.
Go with honor, friend.
As the mystical taint creeps through the forest, need for self-protection is undeniable, Gorek. The winds whisper to me, and they speak of a great danger which waits patiently for you in the near future. Which protect yourself, noble paladin. Bring me 10 gold fangs, 10 skeleton fingers, 5 vials of spider venom. For you, I shall enchant a totem of infection. This is worthless to me, which will harm those who attempt an axe against you. If it was a trinket, sure, but not an offhand. Goddamn.